will say that what USA is going to be the first one, China is going to be the second one, or else that is both are in competition, and who is going to be the next. So suppose if we consider the cyber security related aspects, so there are two different things what exactly that is we can glance here. So one was showing around the statistics which were there for 2021, and the second on the right side, that is we can able to see so how exactly the cyber crime has damaged and it has affected the various ventures in 2023. So suppose if we compare these two, so we can able to see how exactly that is it has transformed from 21 to 23. So almost that is it is causing in terms of trillions of dollars so year. And suppose if we consider a second way, suppose in 2021, that is we can able to see here that what 190,000 dollar a second, it is it has almost harm. So suppose if we consider the 2023 aspect, so almost it is 255,000 US dollar a second. It is how exactly the cyber security or the cyber crime is affecting the entire economy, and based upon that, we can say that what why exactly the importance we are nowadays giving to the cyber security. So here we see one of the quote that is which has been quoted by one of the professor, that is a famous professor, that is Gene Safford. So he said that what the only system which is truly secure is one which is switched off and unplugged, locked in a titanium safe, buried in a concrete bunker, and is surrounded by nerve and gas, and is very highly paid armed guards. Even then, that is, I won't stake my life on it. In the sense, how exactly the security of the system is playing nowadays. So that what exactly this particular quote will tell us. Are only trying to build the comfort levels here, because security cost more money, and lack of its cost too much actually. So suppose if we have the security, then it will cost, and suppose if we don't have the security to the cyber aspects, it will cost even more. That what exactly the cyber security is all about. So the comfortable is manifestation of efforts what exactly that it will try to do, as well as it is a realization of their effectiveness and how exactly the limitations are going to be. Means whenever that is we'll talk about the security aspect, so it is all about the comfortable, how exactly that is we are comfortable with, whether are we comfortable in our system, or else that is we are being affected by the various aspects. So whenever that is we are saying that what we want to invest something, at that time that is we can say that what it will cost more. Suppose if we are not investing for the security aspects, so it will cost us that is even more. That is what exactly the importance of the cyber security will tell us. So continuing with the same only, that is how exactly the cyber security is important in nowadays. So as I told, so now we are living in a digital era. So internet allows the attacker to work from anywhere on the planet, and because of that, what exactly that is, we can say that what the security aspects is one of the major concern nowadays. So according to the one of the famous that is institute, that is System Admin Audit Network Security, that is institute, what exactly we are saying as a SANS. So they say that what the criminal, whatever the cyber criminal are going to be there, so it is because of almost the web browsing. Then the instant messages what exactly we are getting usually from the various sources, then the various web applications. So these are the major that is the aspects that is which are causing the security related that is threats to the people that is who are using the cybers. So apart from that, that is excessive user rates, what exactly the companies or the organizations are going to give to the users, and because of that, what exactly we can say. So we can say that what the nowadays the cyber security is one of the important hot topic, and because of this, many of the universities and many of the autonomous institutes are embedding the cyber security as one of the subjects in there, that is curriculum only. So what exactly the cyber security means? So cyber security, it is referring to the body of technologies, processes and practices which are designed to protect the networks, then devices programs and data from the attack, damage, or else what exactly we can say the unauthorized access. So almost it is a technology where exactly the various technologies what exactly we can say that what are going to be used and the various processes which will help us so in maintaining our networks, in maintaining our devices, in maintaining our programs, and in maintaining more of all our data. So from the various attacks or else the damage. Am I audible?
Audible, sir.
Okay, okay, thank you. And from the various that is unauthorized accesses. So one of the uh, survey, what exactly that is, we can say that what almost around $1 trillion of dollars has been spent almost over the last 7 years. So on the cybersecurity aspect only, but with what exactly we can say that what the 90% of 95% of the success only. Still, there is a chance for the attackers. That is where exactly they can harm the systems, so that what the important information of the various organizations or else the damages can be done with. So whether the cybersecurity, whatever is there, how exactly it is going to can be said as what it is one of the safe zone. What exactly we can say. So here exactly that is we can say that what the cybersecurity is almost concerning about the two different aspects. One is the security and second one is the safety. So security we can say that what we must protect our computers and the data in the same way that what exactly that is we can say about our homes. So whenever that is we want to go out of our home, at that time that is usually that is we use the locks, so that what the locks are going to secure our indoor utensils or the indoor that is whatever our the properties are going to be there. Like the same whenever that is we want to use the networks, then the various systems and the data in our that is cyberspace. So at that time, that is security is going to be one of the important aspect. So how exactly we can save it? We must behave in the in the various ways that can protect us. That is against the various threats and the risks which are going to occur because of the technological advancement. So suppose if we done with that, then we can say that what cyber security is going to secure us. Otherwise, we can say that what it is going to uh, it is going to give us the threats. So whenever that is we talk about the security. So at that time that is by seeing this particular that is picture. So we can say that what how exactly the security is going to be sensed. So false sense of security means suppose in this particular that is picture we can able to see that what inside of this particular the picture the jewelry shop is there where exactly we can say that what the security guard is guarding the jewelry shop. But suppose if it has been predicted as what that is some pictures are there that is as the security of that particular jewelry shop, and the person that is who wants to secure any of the security aspect, it has to give us the security as of a true sense only, not of a false sense. So the cyber security system is basically mainly based upon the three different aspects. What exactly we can say as what the CIA triad. One is confidentiality, second one is integrity, and the third one is availability. So what exactly all these are giving us? The confidentiality. So it is nothing but what restricting access to the unauthorized individuals. Whenever that is we say that what if we want to protect ourselves, that is we should be protected by the unauthorized individual. Suppose if we do that one, that time we can say that what it can relate to the confidentiality aspect. Like the same the integrity, so data has not been altered. Suppose if the data whatever the data what exactly we are uh, usually using in our that is organizations or the corporations, right? So suppose if the data should not be, suppose if the data access of the data is going to be integrated. So that is all about the integrity. Like the same, the availability. Information can be accessed and modified by the unauthorized individuals in an appropriate that is time frame. Means whenever that is we want to have that particular data, suppose if the data is available with the best of the best form, that time that is we can say that what the data is going to be available. So the three different, whatever the angles, what exactly that is we discussed now, that is CIA triad, right? So as I told, that is confidentiality. Confidentiality is nothing but what? Protecting of the information from the unauthorized access and even that is disclosure. For example, suppose if we consider the criminals usually steals the customer usernames and the password, and they are also that is nowadays that is trying to steal the credit card information. Suppose if that is the case, that time that is we can say that what the confidentiality aspect is not met with. So for that particular sake, what are the measures? What exactly that is we are taking? So that gives us what the confidentiality means, protecting the information from the unauthorized access and the disclosure. Means nowadays even that is we can hear that is what the dark web, the other aspect of what exactly the web nowadays we will use. So whenever that is we can say that what the dark web is one of the web where exactly the data is not almost the data is going to be sold out, right? So suppose if any criminal that is who is stealing customers information and he is putting it in the dark web, that time that is we can say that what the confidentiality aspect is missing there. Like the same the integrity. So as we discussed, protecting the information from the unauthorized modification means whenever my data is there, my data should not be altered by any of the other person. Suppose if that is the case, that time that is we can say that what whatever the data integrity is going to be there. So the data integrity is not with that up to the mark. So for that particular sake, that is we can say that what data integrity is one of the important aspect. So which needs to be taken care in any of the organizations. So suppose as we know the payroll is one of the important information or the important that is data what exactly every organization is going to have. Suppose if some data related to any of the payroll system has been stealed and it has been put into the dark web, or else it has been sold out to somebody else, that is enemy organizations, at that time what may happen that is they may alter and they may use it in another way. So that should not be there. So like the saying, the next one is what? The availability. So preventing disruption in how exactly the information is going to be accessed means what are the various measures, what exactly one should take care so that what the data should not be make altered and it should be available as what exactly that is required. Means for example, your customers are unable to access your online services. Means whenever that is we say that what our data is going should be accessed only with our customers. So suppose if we protect that particular data and it is to be made available to only my customers, that time we can say that what the data is available to our that is end users. So these are the various aspects on which we can say that what the cybersecurity is all about. Next comes in the cybersecurity as the topic of this particular seminar is what the insights of the cybersecurity. So here we are trying to see the various that is entities what are important in the cybersecurity that is domain. So as I told, the cybersecurity is one of the vast domain nowadays. So where exactly number of that is elements are there that is which are needs to be taken care. So whatever till now that is we discussed, that was one of the aspect on which the cybersecurity almost that is present actually. So the next point is what the threats and the vulnerabilities. How exactly the threats are going to be there, which will affect the CIA triad. So what are we protecting our and our stakeholder information that is going to be most important. And for that, that is we can say that what the various threats we can expect and the various that is vulnerabilities also that is we can expect. So what exactly the threat means? So any circumstances or the events which can that is potentially harm an information system by destroying it or else disclosing the information stored on the system, adversely modifying the data and making the system unavailable. Means whatever that is we discussed previously in the sense that is the CIA triad. So that exactly suppose it has been attacked with the various that is it has been attacked with the various aspects, then we can say that what it is a threat. Means in any circumstances or in any events, whatever our data is going to be there, it should be maintained in a proper manner and it should be available to our end users properly, and whatever the confidentiality is going to be there, that should be that is taken care. Suppose if that is the case, we can say that what we are protected from the threat. Like the same the vulnerability. So it is a weakness in an information system or its components that could be exploited. Means once again, it is also part of our threat only, that is which is affecting our system in not maintaining our data as available. So what are the various kinds of that is threats which are there? So here that is I try to showcase, or here I try to show show the various that is what exactly we can say the threats that is which might be probably are there in the system, or else that is these are the various threats what exactly that is we can say that what nowadays are buzzing in the market, like the phishing, then spear phishing attacks, or else it might be any of the social engineering scams, then common malware, then even the ransomware, that is we usually used to hear the word for the ransomware. Like the same, the business email compromise, where exactly the email is going to be one of the entity which is going to cause the businesses or the corporates to compromise for some particular aspects. Then like the same, the fake website which is going to which can steal the data and which can affect the various devices, what exactly that is we have seen in our previous slides, and so more. So here we'll see in detail what exactly the phishing is all about. So it is referring to the practice of creating the fake emails or the SMS which can appear to come from anywhere, or else it is any someone that is which we can say that what we usually trust. For example, don't get any that is fake emails or the fake that is messages. So whenever that is we are having the trust, but we then only suppose it has been hacked. That time that is we are referring that one as a phishing. Means it is referring to the practice of creating the fake emails. Either it might be in the form of the mail, or else it might be in the form of a SMS. Means what exactly that is usually we'll get in our text format. So the email or the SMS will ask us to confirm the account details of the vendor account, so that what whenever that is we are clicking on that particular that is email or whatever the text message what exactly we are getting, so we can able to be redirected to the site where exactly that is we feel that what it's a real website, where the main purpose of that particular that is website, or else the whatever the web is going to be there, it is going to steal the information only. So suppose if that is the case, it is part of our that is phishing. So of course that is suppose if we enter the information, a cyber criminal could use it to steal our identity, and whatever our that is information is going to be there, that is going to be hacked, and after that that is what exactly we can say they may ask for the various that is monetary gains. So here we can say that what the phishing is going to be of the various formats. Either it might be the mass kill phishing, or else it might be the spear phishing, or else it might be the whaling. So these are the various entities in the phishing. So one statistics we can say by this particular statistics, that is we can able to glance that what almost 80%, 84% percentage of the server main blocks are targeted by the phishing attacks only. Right, almost 74 percentage of the all the phishing website almost use the HTTPS, which where exactly we can say that what suppose if the S is there, then it is a secure website. But still we can say that what 74 percentage of the websites are using almost HTTPS, means even the yes is there, then also we can say that what it is not up to the security aspect. And even we can say that what 94 percentage of the malware is delivered via the email only. So by using or by glancing this particular that is statistics, we can say that what phishing is causing more harm. So this is one of the example where exactly we could able to see how exactly the phishing is affecting. Means as we discussed in the previous slides, means either it might be in the form of a SMS, or else it might be part of our that is mail system also. So here we could able to see. So how exactly the mail is affecting the system. Means here the mail came, so dear network user so and so. So after that, suppose if we try to update our password by clicking on this particular that is whatever the URL is there, so it is taking us to the black side of the web page, where exactly the data can be hacked with, or the data can be stolen. So like the same, the next one is what the social engineering. So when attempting to steal information or any person's identity, a hacker will often try to trick So in giving out the sensitive information rather than breaking it into the computer, means nowadays a group of people are interested in not harming the system, in stealing the information, because as we know that what being the computer engineering background people, so information is going to happen. The next point concerning to the same aspect only, the malware. That is, as we know, almost that is everybody. What about the malware is? So malware is nothing but what, almost it is malicious software. That is, which is a kind of unwanted software which is going to be installed in the user systems without their consent, and even that is they are going to hack the digital devices also. So the various types of that is malwares are something like the viruses, then worms, Trojan horses, then bombs, then spyware, adware, ransomware. So all these are the various types of the malware. What exactly that is we'll say nowadays. So in that, suppose if we consider the viruses, a virus tries to infect a carrier, which in turn relies on the carrier to spread the virus around. Means, as we know, that as the name only is indicating that what virus is almost that is spreading in terms of that is X number of times fold. So whenever that is, it all depends upon what type of that is X that is it is going to affect, whether it is going to affect in 2X form, 4X form, that is 8X form, that is 16X form. So depending upon how exactly the software developer has developed, that is, it is going to affect the system. So which in turn that is going to be multiplied. A computer virus is a almost that is, as we know, it is a program which is replicating itself, and which is spreading from one computer system to the another system. So there are various aspects of the infections which are going to be there, whether it is going to be the direct infection, or whether it is going to be the fast infection, or whether it is going to be the that is slow infection. So these are the various facets of the infections that is which the viruses are causing. Means what exactly meant by the word that is direct infection. So it is the infection where exactly it is infecting the files every time the user opens that particular that is infected that is program, or else it might be the document, or else it might be the file. Means whenever a user tries to open that particular file, it is that try to open that particular file or the document or any of the program which might be part of the system, directly it is affecting that particular that is the entity. Suppose if that is the case, it is going to be known as what, the direct infection. Next comes the fast infection. So it is when a virus infects any file that is accessed by the program that is infected. Means whenever that is we are trying to open any file, suppose if that particular file has been infected, and by using that one, that is it is going to affect the second file. Suppose if that is the case, it is going to be known as what, the fast infection. Like the same, the slow infection. So it is affecting the modified program, or else what exactly we can say, the file or the document. So in a slower manner, means whenever that is new, and whenever the virus infects any of the new or the modified program, that time that is it can be said as what, it is going to be the slow infection. So these are the various aspects of the infection, what exactly the viruses can cause us. So nowadays that is in the IT sector, that is we hear the word called as a bombs, or else even we can say as what, the logic bombs. So what exactly meant by the word the logic bombs? So these are the programming code that is designed to execute or explode when a certain condition is reached. Means whenever that is we can say we can say that what, certain condition in the system, or certain condition in the program we reach. That time, suppose if the viruses are affecting, so that type of that is viruses are going to be known as, the new terminology called as a logic bomb. So most time, or most of the time that is it goes off when a certain time is reached or a program fails to execute. Means as I told, means whenever means here we are checking, or here we are dealing with the condition. Means up to that particular condition, everything programs. So even the document also, that is we can say where exactly the document might not open, or else the system may not work in a proper manner, right? So whenever certain condition is reached at that time. Suppose if the virus are affecting such type of that is viruses, nowadays we are using the we are calling them with a new word called as a logic bomb. So the most of the IT employees call this as one of the syndrome, right, which is affecting nowadays in the IT sector. The next variant of the threat, what exactly we can say, the Trojans. The famous Trojan horse that is everybody might have heard. So it is a program or the software which is designed to look like a useful or the legitimate, that is file only. Means once the program is installed and opened, it steals the information once again, that is it is deleting all the data which is part of that particular that is system. So the Trojan horses compared to the other types of malware usually runs only once, but when exactly that is it will run, it will do its work that is in a proper manner. So that is going to be the difference between the virus and the Trojan. So some create the backdoor effects, right? So the Trojans are almost affecting very late on the user systems. The another variant of the same only, the what exactly we can say, the worms, right? Worms and the viruses get interchanged commonly in the media. So whenever that is we use the word what as what the worm, or else that is it might be also known as what, they both are the interchanged word that is which can be used commonly, that is in the cyber security aspects. So in reality, a worm is more dangerous than what exactly we can say, the virus. So usually how exactly it can be compared in the sense how exactly the propagation is going to be there, whether it is going to be the user propagation or whether it's going to be the self propagation, depending upon the these words, right? So we can interchange the worms and the what exactly we can say, the programmer will decide. Means it is also that is replicating itself only, but it is harming slow than compared to the what exactly we can say, the virus, right? So the email worms and the internet worms are the two are the most common form of the word what exactly that is we can say. So the email worm, that is email worm goes into the user's contacts, or even we can say that what the address book, and it is going to choose every user in that particular contact list, so that what it can harm the contact details or the address book of the user. Like the same that is it is copies, as we know that what the worm is replicating itself, right? So it copies itself and put itself into the attachment, so that what the user whenever opens the attachment or the opens the file, so it will start once again that is replicating itself, right? The common and the most famous type of that is worm is what exactly that is we used to hear is what the I love you worm. So whenever somebody that is so next comes the internet worms. So internet worms is designed to conspicuous to the user, means the worms which scans the system or the computer for the open internet forms, and which is going to affect the system whenever any download is going to be there. Means once inside the computer, so this particular worm scans the entire that is the system, and it is going to infect the system through the help of what exactly we can say, the internet. Means whenever we are downloading any of the file, at that time that is we need to take care, so whether the file has been scanned in a proper manner or not. Suppose if the file has not been scanned in a proper manner, that time that is we can say that what such type of that is internet worms can be one of the element which can enter our system and it can affect our system. Like the same, the next one is what the zombie and botnet. So secret, these are the these secretly takes over the another network computer by exploiting the software that is flows what exactly we can say. So whenever that is we are in a network, so at that time that is whenever it is affecting the other systems which are part of our system, that type of that is whatever the viruses or else what exactly the various flavors, right, can be known as what the zombie and the .net. So botnet. So these are the two different words which are affecting our system whenever that is we are working in a network type of that is systems. So what exactly we can say, a collection of compromised machines running programs, usually referred to as worms, like the same the Trojan horses or the backdoors under a common command and control of an infrastructure. So whenever that is we are using any of the network system, at that time that is we need to take care that what whether any of the system has been infected or not. Suppose if the system has been infected, so that time that is it can create the entire system that is ineffective by using the various type of worms known as the zombie and botnet. So the it can nowadays we can say that what the various uses which are indirectly that is launching the attacks are of type the DDoS, that is direct DOS. What exactly we can say the phishing, like the same the adware and the spyware. So usually whenever that is we are trying to open any of the web page nowadays, that is we are getting what the various ads. So these are the various ads which will pop up because of what the various programs which has been written. So like the same whenever somebody is spying our that is the system, at that time that is such type of that is softwares which are going to be there in the market are going to be known as what the spyware. So these are the these are once again the various what exactly we can say the agencies, right, which we should take care whenever that is we are using any of the that is system, that is computer system, particularly when we are working with a network. What exactly we can say, like the same the next one is what that the exploit kit. So this particular that is figure is going to give us how exactly the system is going to happen, or the how exactly the website is going to be hacked. It means whenever we are saying that what, so there are four different segments what exactly we can say here. So the normal website, how exactly it is going to work with, and how exactly the compromised website is going to be there, and how exactly the spam link are going to affect the system. Suppose if it has been spammed, right? So these are the various things what exactly we need to understand here, because by using this particular that is the exploit kit. So the traffic direction, that is which is using the traffic direction system which is taken care in the background, and which is going to exploit the server kit, means in terms of that is the local server. Suppose if it is there, it is also going to be affected, and the various flavors what exactly are affecting the local server, or else even we can say that what the global servers, like what the ransomware as we discussed, then the trojans, then the malware. So this particular that is pictorial representation is giving us how exactly in the background the cyber security is going to be affected. So then the various that is thefts, what exactly that is we can say that what as we know, as and even that is as I mentioned that what cyber security is one of the important, one of the vast area nowadays where exactly the lot of terminologies will come. So whenever that is we say that what the worms, trojans and all is stealing our or the persons that is important private information, such type of that is identity theft is going to be known as what the identity theft. So the thief can become the victim here, means whenever any theft will happen in stealing of the important information concerning to the individual person, that type of that is theft is going to be known as what the identity theft. So this particular or such type of that is report the incidents nowadays are rising, means either it might be the CEO of the company or as any of the employee of the company, that is which are first they are which first they are targeting, and after that that is they try to access the information which are related relating to the entire organization, or even of the single person only. So the various methods of stealing the information are there, like what exactly that is we can able to see here, like the shoulder surfing is there, the snagging is there, then the dumpster diving is there, the social engineering, high-tech methods. So these are the various flavors what exactly we can say that what can be used in stealing of the information. Like the same, whenever that is any identity theft will occur, at that time that is we can say that what the privacy of that particular person has lost. So the personal information, whenever that is stealed either by the electronic method, so that time that is we can say that what that particular person almost nowadays gone only, because we are keeping all our that is important information in the network only, and suppose if any important information has been stealed, so almost the privacy of that particular person lost only. The next, as we told or as we previously discussed, that is denial of service attack. So this is also one type of attack where exactly the attacker is going to attack the network of the hijacked computers. Means suppose one system is used to flood the target site with phony server requests, leaving no bandwidth for the legitimate traffic. In the sense, as I mentioned, means suppose if one of the system in the network has been hampered, so it is going to affect the entire system, right? Where exactly we can say that what the main intention of their attack is to attack the target, or else what exactly the target server we can say, right? So that type of that is attack is going to be known as what the denial of service attack. So the next one is what the ransomware. As we discussed almost, that is what exactly the ransomware is there. So it is also one type of that is malware which is restricting access to the systems and files. So so it is using the technique called as the encryption. And after that, once the file has been hacked or else encrypted, so then that is to store or to restore the file. Once again, that is they are demanding what the handsome amount of that is penny. So once if it has been paid with, they will give us the decryption that is code, because of which what exactly we can say that is the file can be once again that is decrypted. So these are the various types of ransomware, how exactly the ransomware is going to work. So because of the time limit, that is now I am moving a little bit fast. So these are the various random ransomware that is controls what exactly can be used to take care about what the ransomware attack denial. So one more important aspect is what the business or the official email that is compromised. So this is also one of the important aspect. So how exactly the emails are that is affecting our business or else the offices nowadays. So it is one of the biggest problem for the organizations nowadays. Suppose if any information uh, it is there to download, whenever downloading it is spreading the malware automatically in the systems only, and they are urging the customers to once again that is to perform a financial that is transaction. So such type of that is businesses are causing lot of losses nowadays to the organizations, right? So these are the various, this is how exactly the business email compromise will work. So as we can see in the step one, they are identifying the target, and after that it is they are sending the mails. So once if it has been done with by using the phishing or the spear phishing, or else by using any of the whaling method, right? So the next is what the exchange of the information is going to occur or needs to happen in the third step, and after that whatever the financial transaction what exactly that is they expected, it needs to happen. Otherwise that is they are almost hijacking, or else they are almost stealing all the information concerned with that particular that is organization or the business only. So these are the various ways how exactly the email or the office email that is compromised will happen. So this particular figure also is showing the same only. So here we can say that what one crime is happening by using the various names, right? So as I told, either the CEO or else the man in the mail scam, that is single person may also have be targeted, like the same, that is either it might be sending of the bogus invoice schemes, or else even the employee account compromise can also be the various facets, because of which what exactly we can say the business email compromise is happening nowadays in the corporate sector. So during our that is COVID times, that is we have seen the various types of the threats. So here that is I try to showcase some of the threats what exactly that is we found during our that is COVID days, right? So fake oximeter that is app which almost try to seal the mobile data, as we know that what mobile where the various and gadgets, whatever the gadgets or the mobiles were the big companion in our COVID times, right? So even the what exactly we can say the cyber crime people, right? So they even tried in those particular days also to attack the system or to attack the various information communication tools, like the same through the help of that is mails also, or else even what exactly we can say the WhatsApp messages also. Here what exactly we can say it is one of the message where exactly that is we can able to see that what how exactly the Netflix has been used, right, as a partner to attack the person, like the same with the help of that is any of the organizations also here that is it has been one of the here it is one of the example where exactly they use that is WHO, that is World Health Organization, to steal the information. So based upon these particular that is observations, so we can able to say that what almost 18 plus million COVID emails where that is passing, right? So whenever that is the COVID time was there, like the same almost that is 240 million daily risen to almost 667 percentage. So by using all these particular statistics, what exactly we can able to see that the what? So how exactly the cyber security is one of the important aspects nowadays. So based upon that only, that is we can say that what the very famous word called as a cyber crime has nowadays is taking shape. So what exactly the cyber crime? It is almost nothing but what which is referring all the criminal activities which are being used in the cyberspace, right, to affect the various devices, systems, mobile phones. So all the gadgets, which what exactly we can say, right? So there are various flavors of the cyber crimes. What exactly that is we can say the computer as a target, where exactly the attacking the computers is one of the important aspect. Like the same the computer as an weapon, like the same the computer as an accessory. So these are going to be the various ways. So how crime can happen. So this particular that is figure is going to give us the various types of the cyber crimes. What exactly can happen? Either it might be the online scam, or else it might be the identity theft. What exactly that is we have seen. Either it might be the botnets, or else it might be the social engineering. So this particular figure is giving us what are the various types of the cyber crime what may happen. So there are various types of the various cyber criminals. What exactly that is previously we have seen, like the social engineer, then fisher, either it might be the hacker, or else it might be the rogue employer in the organization, or else it might be the ransom artist. So these are the various cyber criminal types. What exactly we can say. So how exactly that is we can able to see by the others, like the like by our that is identity, that is IP address. So IP address is going to play an important role whenever that is we use the cyberspace. So next, hacking. So whenever that is right, so we'll call them as what the hackers. This particular statistics will show us. So how exactly the static hacking is affecting our the cyberspace. So based upon all these particular aspects, what exactly that is we want to know when in which type of that is which type of that is hat we want to wear with, right? Whether we should be put in a dark, that is black hat, or else it is where we should try to wear the gray hat, or else where we should wear the white hat, means how exactly we want to protect ourselves. So that is one of the important aspect what exactly I mean to say here. Like the same, the system hacking is there, then the cyber crime as a service. Suppose if we consider the exploit kits we dealt with by using the exploit kit, how exactly that is we can say that what it is affecting the cyberspace, right? Right now that is we can say that what it is affecting almost the 50% of the total index. So this particular that is slide will give us how exactly the various types of services which are affecting the Bitcoin and even the US dollars. So this slide is giving us the various facets like the web, deep web, and the dark web. What exactly meant by the web? Then the deep web and the dark web, right? So by using this slide, that is we could able to see only the 5% of the web can be called known as what the surface web, right? So where exactly we can say that what the Google is the part of it, like the same, the deep web is relating to the cloud storage or else the various research articles in the patent data. So whenever we want to use all these particular facets at that time, that is we need to have the access. Like the same, the dark web. So it is almost the hidden marketplace. What exactly we can say? So it is going to be more. So the next wave, whatever is there, right? So it is concerning to the related to what exactly the global cyber security next wave should be there, right? Example सांगत आहे ना मी येतो म्हणून सांग. So the recent studies reveal the three major findings. What exactly we can say? The growing threat to the national security. So the national security is one of the important aspect. So how exactly the web is going to play an important role in increasing the national security. Like the same, the second aspect is what increasing the threat to the online services, which is affecting individuals as well as the industry. Like the same, the emergence of the sophisticated market for the software flaws. So all these are the various things. What exactly can be thought of the can be thought of as a research area where exactly the next generation can work with. So whatever the attacks, what exactly today we are seeing, right? So are they that is automated or they that is manually that is sent? So nowadays we can say that what all these are the attacks that is which will occur that is automated only by using the various screens, right? So here I will try here I try to show the various type of that is attacks whatever that is we are getting nowadays are because of what the automated type of that is systems only. So after this, what exactly the cyber security professional look like? Means usually whatever the remedies, what exactly that is we usually used to have, right? But somebody that is will sit some part in the that is globe, and he will say that whatever the safety guards, what exactly that is you want to wear with, you wear it, but still that is I will harm you. So how exactly the cyber security professionals will look like, right? So usually they will also look like the normal people only, but the more that is intelligence will be there than the normal persons whenever that is we want to steal some information. So how we protect the information then? So these are the different aspects, right? So the people, process, and the technology, these are the important aspects that is which needs to take care about what the about the protection of the cyberspace, right? So by training the people, by educating them, by making awareness, then by repeating the continuous training sessions to them, that is we can able to make them aware about the cyberspace. Like the same the various processes, so it has to be taken care by the government and it has to be taken care by the various policymakers or else the reporters that is which will frame the various that is rules and regulations because of which what exactly that is we could able to say that what there, then the using of the strong password. Suppose if it is the individuality aspect is there, then logging and the monitoring of the persons within the premises. So all these are the various aspects because of which we can say that what how exactly that is we could protect our information. So the social engineering best practices, what exactly we can say that say as what security use your security spider sense means whenever that is means validating is more important than that is blind believing, right? So whenever that is we cannot say that what it's sure. So that time that is we need to validate the request. Then only that is we can be able to say that what the uh, the persons can be believed, right? So that is all about the cyber, that is security cyber, that is spider sense. Like the same by asking the questions also, we could able to sense that what, how exactly the other party or the whatever the. So the various best practices, what exactly that is we can say about the cyber space in the sense avoid using the free web-based email for the businesses. Particularly, I'm talking about the business here. Individual information is also one of the important element, but as far as the corporate sector is concerned, or else that is monetary gains are concerned, that is business are one of the important element, and where exactly that is we should not believe any of the free web-based that is email. Like the same that is whenever that is we are registering our domain names, at that time that is we should see that whatever our that is domains are there, almost they are not part of or they should not be similar to any of the other that is domains which are already there in the market. So like the same that is whenever that is we want to put any information on the particularly the social platforms, either it might be the LinkedIn or else the Facebook, right? So at that time that is we should see that what how exactly it can be used and what should be posted or what should not be posted, something like that. So like the same that is think thorough out of the office email responders means whenever that is we want to respond to any of the mails. So at that time that is we should check with whether it has been authenticated or not. Suppose if the authentic mail is not there, at that time that is we should avoid it. So based upon that, that is here we can say that what there are three different facets whenever that is we want to win the war. So suppose if we know the enemy and if we know ourselves, we can say that what we need not fear the result of the 100 battle. In the sense, suppose if we know ourselves and if we know the other person, at that time that is we can say that what. So what is our strength and what is our weakness, and based upon that we can say that what we can win the battle. Suppose if we know ourselves but not the enemy, right? For every victory that is gained, that is almost equal. That is defeat also can be expected in the future. Like the same, the third one is what if you know neither the enemy nor